Hey, what's going on, guys? Major League Shooter here. Today I got another firearms review for you guys. This one is on the Colt LE6920. Absolutely fantastic firearm, and with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So like I said before, guys, this is the Colt's LE6920. It's an absolutely beautiful firearm, very well made. It's absolutely, beautiful. I absolutely love it 100%. The Colt series AR rifles are one that are non-comparable in my opinion. The reliability is second to none, and the durability surpasses most modern AR platforms. The LE6920 is pretty much the civilian counterpart of the combat-proven M4. As a matter of fact, they have so many similar specifications that the LE6920 even has the M4 name stamped on the side of the lower receiver right here next to the magazine well. The only major difference is the fact that the LE6920 has a longer barrel than the military counterpart, but I'll get into that shortly. But other than that, both rifles are pretty much identical. This specific firearm was designed with lightweight mobility, speed and target acquisition, and firepower capability in mind. The Colt M4, as a matter of fact, is the only 5.56 carbine in the world today that is manufactured to meet and exceed performance specifications, or mil spec, if you will. That is required for acceptance and use of the United States Armed Forces. Colt even teamed up with Magpul to provide customers with more of a variety right out of the box. You can get it with a variation of Magpul MOE handguards, MOE carbine stock, MOE pistol grip, MOE vertical foregrips, and even the Magpul backup sights. This firearm has been in service since 1994 till the present day. It is chambered for the 5.56 by 45 NATO round, but it can shoot, or it can fire 223 out of its barrel. Now, I don't recommend you just immediately start shooting 223 if your barrel is rifled for 5.56, and the reason for that being is that not all 5.56 can shoot 223, and vice versa, not all 223s can shoot 5.56. As a matter of fact, a lot of 5.56 can shoot 223, but not all of them. But most 223s cannot fire 5.56. If you start interchanging cartridges, there's a very big possibility you will damage your rifling in your barrel. So I highly recommend that you do your research, read your owner's manuals and see what kind of ammunition your firearm can fire. The barrel does have this little cutout right there, and the intended purpose for that is for the M203 application, which I don't see many people having an M203, but I just love the fact that you can, or that it has that capability. I guess you could say it keeps it true to the real M4. It also has the military style birdcage in the front. It's a great muzzle brake, and it keeps it true to the military version. The muzzle velocity of this firearm is 2,900 feet per second, or 880 meters per second. The barrel length, as I've said before, is a 16. Well, I haven't said it before, but it is longer than the military version, and it comes in at a 16.1 inches, whereas the military version has a slightly smaller barrel at 14.5 inch barrel length. Now, this barrel is chrome lined, 6 grooves with a 1 in 7 twist rifling. It does have a fixed front sight post but it is adjustable for elevation, and it also has the bayonet lug right here, which accepts, like, it's called a bayonet lug for a reason, so that you can, you know, put on your bayonet. I haven't used it yet or anything like that. Don't really see a reason to. I just like the fact that you can do that if you so wish to do. It does have the rear flip up sights. This is the Magpul M-Bus rear flip up sights, and it is also adjustable for windage. So combined together, it does have adjustable windage and elevation. With the stock completely collapsed, comes in at 32 inches and fully extended at 35.5 inches. Like I said before, they when making this firearm, they did have weight in mind. So they made a very lightweight firearm that is true to their vision of, you know, building this rifle. And it comes in weighing at 6.9 pounds. This firearm is a direct gas system locking bolt with direct impingement. So in order for it to function reliably and as it was intended to be used, you have to keep this firearm clean. I like to think of it as this firearm as like the Lamborghini or the Ferrari of, you know, of rifles, of carbines, because it does like to be clean, it does like to be looked at, and it operates better when it's been taken care of. Whereas, you know, a firearm like the AK-47 is more, in my opinion, of like the old American muscle, even though it's not American, but the old American muscle car that, you know, you can beat it up and it will still run, it will still function just fine. But yeah, that's what I like to think about this specific firearm, as like the Lamborghini or the Ferrari of the carbine world. So the finish is matte black, as you can see, and they delivered a fantastic looking firearm, if you ask me. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think they did a great job on the finish to this firearm. The maximum effective range of this firearm is at a 600 meter area target or a 500 meter point target, which it obviously does have the capability of, you know, reaching a fair amount of distance. So as a matter of fact, I know some people that actually take this take an AR platform to go out and hunt, but to each his own, I guess. The feeding system to this firearm does take, you know, 30 round box magazines. This is not a 30 round box magazine, although it looks like one. I live in California, so you can't have more than 10 round magazines. So they basically took a 30 round magazine and blocked it off to only support, or to only hold 10 rounds. Yeah, no, poor us. Kind of sucks, but oh well, when the fight goes on. But although it does take box magazines, it's not only limited to box magazines. You know, you can get like a 100 round double draw magazine or anything like that. You know, they even sell 10 round magazines for us folks in here in California. This firearm has seen a number of conflicts, from ranging from, you know, the 1998 Kosovo War, the war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, the Lebanon War in 2006, the Mexican Drug War, the Gaza War, Colombian armed conflict, Operation Enduring Freedom, Syrian Civil War, and, you know, the list just goes on and on. It's seen a number of conflicts, hence why it's combat proven. This firearm, I did buy it factory. You know, I still have the A2 style pistol grips, the hand guards, and the buttstock, but obviously, you know, those parts are no longer on my rifle. I do have the Magpul MOE buttstock, the MOE pistol grip, and the M-Bus made by Magpul rear flip up sights, along with the bad lever. I like the fact that you can, you know, take care of the bolts, you know, function from here versus having to slap the side of the receiver to release the bolt. I do have the GG&G vertical foregrip, and it does have like a little chamber inside where lets you like store 2 AA batteries, which is a great addition to my specific firearm because that's what my EOTech takes. Like I said, it does take an EOTech. I wanted to keep it true to a military and law enforcement made rifle. So I decided to put an EOTech that was intended for, you know, law enforcement and military applications. So I opted to not get the Magpul MOE hand grips. I'm not a big fan of them. I just don't like them. I think they're goofy looking, but whatever. If you like it, you know, that's on you. You know, hats off to you. You know, I personally don't like it, but if you like it, that's great. I chose to opt for the Troy quad rails. I think the quad rails are great in my opinion. But yeah, this is my LE6920, a quick review. I think it's an outstanding firearm, and I recommend it to everybody who can afford it. And the reason why I say that is because this is a relatively expensive AR. The LE6920 can range from about $900 to about $1,400 depending on what you want with it. Like I said, they did team up with Magpul, so you can get like the entire MOE you know, parts for this rifle, and it is going to range to the upper parts of like the $1,400 range. But if you want to buy it factory and then just upgrade it as you go, which is what I did, you can get it for about $900 to $1,000. So if you can afford that, you know, I highly recommend this firearm. It does its job. It works absolutely wonderfully, and it's a great rifle. But if you can't afford it, you know, you can always opt for to go with, you know, Bushmaster or even the Smith & Wesson M&P 15s. Also great firearms. And there's, you know, other manufacturers out there that are great as well. But I chose to go for the Colt LE6920 M4 because, well, for one, I have a lot of training with this specific firearm from my time in the military, but also I think it's just a very well made rifle. Now, like I said, I recommend it to everybody who can afford it. So with that being said, you know, this is my review of the LE6920 M4, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you guys want to contact me for whatever reason, have questions or whatever, I'm going to put a link to all my social media, or just leave a comment down below. And with that being said, God bless you, and God bless America.